Hello there, I'm Tim Kern, half of the finance couple, and welcome to 2 Minutes with Tim, where we look to infuse financial planning with just a little bit of common sense. First off, yes, I did get a haircut, and yeah, it's short. All kidding aside, what do we want to talk about today? I want to talk about bonds, about fixed income again. We brought up the subject last week about how a lot of bonds, almost all bonds, seem to be going down in value, and people are understandably a little bit anxious. I just want to go back over quickly how bonds or fixed income tends to work. The pricing of a bond is typically in an inverse relationship to yield, such that, for instance, if I buy a 6% bond and all of a sudden interest rates go up, and for that same amount of money, the next day I can get a 7% bond, well, then the bond that I bought that pays 6% will probably go down in value. So the inverse relationship is such that when interest rates go up, bond values tend to go down, and vice versa. Well, over the last 12 months, and even more so over the last month or two, interest rates have been going up, pushing down bond values. But we tend to tell people, don't worry, if you bought a security and you have no intention of selling it, especially with a bond where you're just collecting income and you're just waiting for a maturity or what have you, then it's really irrelevant what the daily pricing is a lot of times. That might scare you, but that's emotional, it's not financial. So don't let the fact that interest rates are going up and bond values go down, that doesn't necessarily mean that you've lost a lot of money. It may be on paper, but that's just on paper and you're still getting the same yield as before. And oh, by the way, the money you reinvest into new bonds, you'll probably get a higher yield. Hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email at tkern@lpl.com. Please remember that we are not recommending any specific person. We're not making any specific recommendations to buy a security or not buy a security. We've always got to throw out the disclosure when we're talking about securities. Have a great rest of the week, and as always, please mind your state of mind. Take care.